The Basilica of Saint Anthony of Padua, Basilica di Sant'Antonio di Padova, is a grand basilica and pilgrimage site in Padua, Italy, dedicated to Saint Anthony of Padua. Often simply called Il Santo by locals, the basilica is one of the most important religious sites in Italy, attracting millions of pilgrims and tourists each year. Renowned for its distinctive architecture, religious significance, and priceless art, the basilica celebrates the life and legacy of Saint Anthony, a Franciscan friar known for his inspiring sermons and miracles. Historical background. Saint Anthony of Padua was born in Lisbon in 1195 but moved to Italy, where he became a prominent member of the Franciscan order. Known for his powerful sermons and dedication to the poor, he was widely regarded as a miracle worker and is now one of the most venerated saints in the Catholic Church. Saint Anthony died in 1231 in Arcella, near Padua. Just 1 year after his death, he was canonized by Pope Gregory IX due to the many miracles attributed to him. Shortly after his canonization, work began on the basilica to house his remains and serve as a site for pilgrims. The church was constructed between 1232 and 1310, although it has been modified and expanded over the centuries. Architecture. The Basilica of Saint Anthony is known for its unique blend of architectural styles, combining Romanesque, Gothic, and Byzantine influences. This eclectic style reflects the changing tastes over the decades it took to complete the basilica, as well as the influence of various cultures that came through Padua. Exterior. The basilica's facade has a simple Romanesque style, while the 7 domes, similar to those found in Byzantine architecture, create a distinctive skyline that echoes structures like the Basilica of San Marco in Venice. The exterior also features a bell tower and 2 smaller turrets. Domes and towers. The domes and towers are a hallmark of the basilica's architecture. The central dome is the highest and surrounded by smaller domes, creating a striking effect against the sky. The structure also includes 8 smaller towers and a central lantern tower. Bronze statues and reliefs. In front of the basilica stands the famous equestrian statue of the Venetian general Gattamelata, Erasmo da Narni, sculpted by Donatello in 1453. This was the first equestrian statue cast in bronze since antiquity and is regarded as one of Donatello's masterpieces. Donatello also created several other sculptures inside the basilica. Interior and artwork. The interior of the basilica is vast and richly decorated, featuring multiple chapels, religious artworks, and relics associated with Saint Anthony. Chapel of Saint Anthony. This chapel houses Saint Anthony's tomb and is the focal point for pilgrims. It features elaborate marble reliefs and sculptures depicting scenes from the saint's life and miracles. The reliefs were crafted by some of the most important sculptors of the 16th century, including Tullio Lombardo and Sansovino. Treasury Chapel. Tesoro. The Treasury Chapel holds relics of Saint Anthony, including his tongue, vocal cords, and jaw, which are considered miraculous for remaining preserved. These relics are displayed in ornate reliquaries, and the chapel itself is adorned with precious materials. Chapel of the Blessed Sacrament. Built in a Renaissance style, this chapel has frescoes and an elaborate ceiling, serving as a place for quiet prayer and reflection. Donatello's masterpieces. In addition to the Gattamelata statue outside, Donatello also created a series of bronze reliefs and sculptures inside the basilica. Notable works include the high altar with bronze statues of saints and 4 large reliefs depicting scenes from the life of Saint Anthony. Frescoes and paintings. The basilica is adorned with beautiful frescoes, many of which were done by notable artists from the Venetian and Paduan schools of painting. Artists like Altichiero and Giusto da Manabui contributed to the interior's decoration with narrative scenes depicting Saint Anthony's miracles, the life of Christ, and other biblical events. The life and miracles of Saint Anthony. Saint Anthony is often referred to as the Saint of Miracles due to numerous miracles attributed to him during his lifetime and after his death. Known for his preaching skills, he was one of the foremost theologians of his time, and his sermons often drew large crowds. He was canonized in record time, just a year after his death, due to widespread devotion and reports of miracles associated with him. Some popular miracles attributed to Saint Anthony include the miracle of the mule. In Rimini, Saint Anthony challenged a non-believer who doubted the presence of Christ in the Eucharist. Saint Anthony brought a mule, which after being starved for days, knelt before the consecrated host instead of its food. The sermon to the fish. When people refused to listen to him, Saint Anthony is said to have preached to the fish, who rose to the surface of the water and listened attentively. The miracle of the lost item. Saint Anthony is known as the patron saint of lost items, and many people pray to him to help find lost possessions. Pilgrimage and significance. The Basilica of Saint Anthony is one of the most significant pilgrimage sites in Italy, particularly for devotees of Saint Anthony, who is popular around the world. Each year, on June 13th, thousands of pilgrims gather to celebrate the feast of Saint Anthony with processions, prayers, and blessings. The Basilica's historical and spiritual significance draws not only pilgrims but also art and architecture enthusiasts who come to admire its unique blend of styles and priceless artworks. The Basilica is managed by the Franciscan Order, who continues Saint Anthony's legacy of preaching, education, and charitable work. When visiting the Basilica of Saint Anthony, many pilgrims and tourists also explore other historical sites in Padua, such as Scrovegni Chapel, famous for Giotto's frescoes. This chapel is a masterpiece of 14th century art. Prato della Valle, one of Europe's largest squares, featuring a central elliptical island surrounded by a canal. Botanical Garden of Padua, the oldest university botanical garden in the world, established in 1545. The Basilica of Saint Anthony of Padua is a place of deep spiritual, historical, and artistic significance. Combining religious devotion with architectural and artistic marvels, it honors one of Catholicism's most beloved saints and provides a lasting testament to faith, art, and community. Its rich history, architectural splendor, and role as a center of devotion make it a must-visit destination for those interested in religious history, art, or Italian culture.